Yeah. I started to talk? Yeah.
Explícalo de tu 100 appearances con el partido, con el equipo.
Bueno. Bueno, me siento muy contento de llegar a estos 100 partidos. Creo que dentro de buenos y malos momentos, creo que al fin se consiguió llegar a ese número. Me siento muy feliz, muy agradecido con el cuerpo técnico, o con los diferentes cuerpos técnicos que han estado y con la parte administrativa que siempre ha confiado en mí.
Okay. I'm very happy to reach 100 appearances. I think, after everything throughout the years, at the end, being able to reach this number is important, and I'm very happy about it. I'm also very happy with all the different coaches I've had throughout the years, and of course, also the front office staff.
All right, Glenn Crooks.
Hello, Mata. So over those 100 appearances, as you've grown along the way, there have been some setbacks for you, some great moments. What is the biggest thing that you've learned about yourself during this time?
Que a través de los 100 partidos, que cómo has crecido tú, que a veces has tenido a lo mejor una lesión, pero también has tenido momentos muy impresionantes, que has aprendido de ti, ¿no? De los partidos.
Bueno, me he llevado muchas experiencias, tanto buenas como malas, pero siempre he crecido tanto como persona como jugador. Creo que el tema de las lesiones ha sido el tema más difícil que he tenido en toda mi carrera y fue cuando más me pasó en estos 2 años atrás. Pero bueno, hoy estoy muy contento de haber superado esos momentos y de estar aquí otra vez al 100%.
I've had a lot of experiences throughout the years, good and bad. I did have, I've been able to overcome the injuries that I've had throughout my career, especially 2 years ago. I had a few injuries then, but today I'm really happy to be able to have said I made it to 100 appearances, and I'm happy where I am.
All right, Michael Lewis.
Hey, Matt, congratulations on the 100th appearance. The offense has been having trouble putting the ball into the net. How much more pressure does that put on you as a team and the defense to make sure you play as perfect a game as possible?
Primero que todo, felicidades por los 100 partidos que han tenido. Ha sido bien difícil para el equipo anotar goles. ¿Qué presión le pone eso en la defensa para asegurar que puedan ganar los partidos como no están metiendo los goles?
Bueno, sí, es difícil cuando a veces jugas un buen partido y al final no puedes ganarlo ni concretar las jugadas. Pero independientemente de eso, creo que tenemos jugadores muy buenos, tenemos un buen equipo y simplemente queda volver a lo que hacíamos antes, a lo que estamos acostumbrados y ponerlo en práctica en el partido, que es lo más importante.
It's definitely hard to play, a good game when you can't win or score. But we have really good players on our team, and we have a really good coach, and it's important to get back to how we played before when we were winning, and get back to how we were. Very important.
All right, Ariel, if you can ask in Spanish, but if you would translate it into English.
Hola, Mata. No sé si lo preguntaron antes, me uní un poco más tarde a la conversación, pero quería saber cómo está manejando el equipo la mentalidad para superar estos momentos de resultados no tan positivos y buscar finalmente una victoria que los ayude no solo a subir en la tabla, sino a tomar confianza de cara a lo que resta de la temporada.
Can you translate that into English really quick, Ariel, what you asked?
I was just asking if how the group is working mentally, obviously physically as well, in order to get a good result, to help them not only earn points, but get confidence for the rest of the season.
Es difícil ver estos resultados, ya que no estamos acostumbrados a ni a jugar mal ni a perder partidos. Obviamente es algo nuevo para nosotros, estamos obviamente poniendo 100% para poder volver al equipo que siempre hemos sido, ese equipo ganador, ese equipo al que todo el mundo le tiene miedo y bueno, estamos intentando recuperar toda esa parte para poder seguir sumando en la tabla y poder seguir mejorando.
Okay. It's hard for us to see these results. We're not used to them. We're not used to playing poorly or losing. Obviously, this is new to us, and we're all working really hard, giving 100%, so that we can get back to winning and get back to being the team that everyone is scared of, and getting back to winning and being at the top of the table.
All right, Michael Lander. I think you're on mute.
Maybe he's not there.
All right, we'll go to Christian Smith.
How's it going, Mata? Congratulations on 100.
I'm curious to get your leadership. You've talked.
Go ahead, Michael. Michael, go ahead. All right, I think you dropped out. Christian, continue.
Hello again, Mata. With the 100 appearances logged now, you actually are the team's longest tenured player, having signed before the 2016 season. What's a personal highlight in your mind, something that sticks out specifically as like a high point for your tenure here with New York City?
Que ya has jugado 100 partidos con el equipo y que tú eres el jugador que ha estado con el equipo más que todos, que firmaste antes de la temporada del 2016. ¿Qué momento tú piensas personalmente que ha sido lo mejor con el equipo?
Bueno, me devuelvo al primer año que estoy aquí. Creo que fue un año súper bueno para mí. Fui defensor del año, fui el segundo latino del año en toda la liga, estuve en el 11 estelar de todo con CACAF, jugué Copa América Centenario, fui titular. Pienso que fue el mejor año de mi vida futbolísticamente. Después, por diferentes razones, pues tuve desafortunadamente las lesiones y bueno, ahí fue en donde estuve en declive un poco. Pero bueno, por dicha he estado trabajando para poder alcanzar otra vez mi nivel, pero sin duda creo que el 2016 es el año más, el año que más recuerdo de estar aquí y el año que más me hizo feliz estar aquí.
I'm going to go back to the first year that I was with the team. That was a great year for me. Mata, correct me if I'm wrong here, but the second best Latino player in MLS. I played in Copa America Centenario. I was a starter for the start, I was in the starting 11. So that was definitely my best career year. Unfortunately I had some injuries after that and I declined a little bit, but I've been able to get back to the level that I was at. 2016 was my best year, my favorite year, and that's the year that I was the happiest.
All right, Michael, I think you're back on. Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, got you.
Ronald, sorry about that. I was just curious if you could talk to me about leadership. I know the team hasn't gotten the results they've wanted, and I'm curious if you think that the team is getting the direction they need, specifically in game.
Que si puedes, felicidades, que si puedes hablar un poquito acerca de los líderes en el equipo, o sea, me imagino que en los entrenadores, que si crees que estás recibiendo la dirección que necesitas durante el partido, que el equipo necesita, ¿no?
Sí, bueno, por ahí obviamente está claro de que se plantean partidos, de que se analiza el rival, de que tenés una idea de juego de lo que puede presentar el otro equipo. Pero bueno, esto es fútbol, cada uno puede cambiar antes del partido, puede tomar otras decisiones y cambiarte el planteamiento completamente. Así que bueno, intentamos acoplarnos lo máximo posible a lo que quiere el técnico de nosotros. Pero bueno, igual estos últimos meses, por todo lo del COVID, por el parón de la liga, creo que no se ha trabajado al 100% y con toda la tranquilidad como usualmente se hubiera hecho si no se hubiera tenido la pandemia.
Yes, obviously, you prepare, you kind of have an idea of when you're going to play another team, what they're going to come in with the starting 11 and what their formation is going to be. But, at the end of the day, this is football and each team can change their starting 11 right before, or they can change the way that we think that they might play. So we try to adapt and get the most possible out of the team. I know the coach, we play what the coach wants, and he tries to get the maximum out of us. But obviously it's been a weird year with COVID, stopping and starting up again and stopping. So, it's been hard to get 100%. And it probably would have been better without COVID.
Yeah, injury-wise, we are a little bit in the same situation as last time. Izzy trained today, but I think the game tomorrow is coming too quick. And with Maxi also, it's not 100% sure. We don't know yet. So that's the way. And yeah. Otherwise, it's about turning things around now. It's again, we are coming short out of the games too often with one goal less than the opponent, and we haven't scored so much goals. So we have to get those 10% our way, and that's for me. It's about try to get higher up in the pitch with the whole team and get more energy into their half of the pitch. I think we have been especially now in the last game, we get too deep. It was not the purpose of the match plan, but we did it, and that's something about that we need to get a more offensive mindset. Is in a small. So that's how I see it. And it's going to be a good game. It's a good team we're meeting, but at the same time, we know everything is so equal here, and on our best, we have a good chance to beat them.
All right, guys. Glenn Crooks, and if everyone else can know, we get a little feedback here from a microphone.
Hey, Ronny. I'll just ask one question since I'm going to ask a few more later. But I guess the thing that after the game, when we listened to James Sands, that was I would imagine would be concerning to you, is he referred to effort or giving that extra 10%, or that kind of thing was missing. So how do you address something like that?
That's it's very important that it's very easy to say that people don't want to run and they need to do more and these things. It's about getting things out. Nobody goes out on the pitch and want to be lazy. That's it's more about the mindset you come into the game with, and that there can be small differences. It can be like that we are maybe focusing too much on opponents. It could be that we have too much information. It could be other things if there's even individual things. So that's a lot of things. But to have a belief that people want, that's important in leadership and in a football group, and those players want. That's for sure. So it's about just getting those 10% out, and that's about mindset. It's about how we come into it, and we can't overthink things too much. We have to enjoy football and go out and express ourselves. That's the main part. And if it means too much, I think that's the biggest problem sometimes with these things.
All right, Michael.
Hey, Ronny. Columbus has conceded only once in 6 games this year. You've scored but 2 goals in as many games. What sort of challenges do you face against a team defense like that to get on the scoreboard?
As I said to you, I think we need to win the ball higher pitch more often. We need to play the ball up to their end of the pitch more often. And they are a good team, but it's possible to break them down. And we had them in the first game. We were unlucky to get 10 men very early there. But as I said, it's small details there, and we know what we are. We know how much quality we have in the team. So it's more about us, how we're going to get it out, and then we're going to cause them problems.
Thanks, Mike. Also, Michael, I think the feedback's coming a little bit from your side. If you could just mute yourself. Christian.
How's it going, Ronnie? So obviously through 6 games, you know, like only 3 points, only 2 goals. Has a tactical change been discussed in the lead up to the game against Columbus at all? Is there anything that you guys are maybe thinking about doing differently, whether it's formation or style or anything like that, personnel?
That's something we do all the time. So and I talk with the players a lot as well. So we have a good conversation about that. We change styles sometimes. You know, we did in the last game. So it's more about finding the style that makes us the best we can be, and get the best out of us. Because as I said, whoever we meet is quite even level. Somebody is more effective than others, and that's all about quality, of course. But when we play good, we have beaten Toronto. We had an okay game against Miami, and we have played really equal with all of them. We had more chances almost every game. Now it's very even again. Small details that does if we lose or win the game. But for us, I think it's more about the mentality. We need to attack the game more in an offensive way than we looked in against Red Bull.
All right, Michael Andor. Are you there?
It's only 3 here, I think.
Yeah. Michael, can you hear us? He had bad service. There he is.
How about now?
Yeah, good.
Sorry, I didn't realize I had to just unmute on my phone too. Ronnie, sorry about that. I'm curious if you think the issues with the club or the results, or if it's understanding of your tactics or the effort, and if it's one or the other, do you perceive changing up your personnel to get that result?
I think I answered that question. You know, it's not about effort. Everybody wants. That's for sure. It's nothing about that. It's more about, you know, getting the right mindset into the game, and everybody wants a lot, maybe too much sometimes. So to have some fun sometimes and smile a little bit about the situation and look positive in it is often the most important thing in life and also in football. So we know it's small things we're talking about here, and that's what we want to do now into the game tomorrow to change that to be a more offensive mindset. And all the things that we've been working all the time is always going to be important. But first of all, we need to attack the game as the team we are, and we are an attacking team. We are a team that wants to have the ball a lot. We are a team that wants to press higher up in the pitch. So I think that's going to be something that that you see a different mindset in.
All right, Joe Tollison. You there, Joe? I think you're muted.
Ronnie, you got me now?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I thought I heard. Sorry. When you talk about tactics before, how much for you right now is the tactics that work best for your team, or is it more figuring out which players you have work best for the tactics?
I think it's both. First of all, it's about finding the tactics that we are the personality I have is best to, and then it's about the opponent number 2. I don't think you can do whatever you want with the opponent, but if you don't get your own player in the best situation they are, then you're going to lose the game. So first of all, it's about ourselves and how we like to play and what kind of situation we want to be in.
All right, just a couple more here. We'll come back to Christian Smith.
So Ronnie, with everything that's going on, with the lack of goal scoring, do you find it more appropriate that maybe the team move forward with just a sole striker, or do you think that 2 strikers, Tati next to Eber, is the way to go and that eventually it will yield results, whether or not it takes a while?
I think we tried both. As I said, I don't think it's about 2 or 1. It's about our mindset as a team. You know, I think we have to take a little bit more risk in things we do, and I think it's changing a lot of things for them, the way I want to have things and the way they have before. So just finding that balance between safety and also development is important. If you push too much sometimes, you get out of the zone that you are safe, the safety zone, and sometimes it's really good to be that out of that, but you can't be too wide and be focused in too many things that takes away what you're good at. And that's always a challenge as a coach when you are pushing to get better. At the same time, you need to get results and get performances on the way. So find that balance is going to be important. And I think we know what it's about, and we will look differently already tomorrow.
All right, we'll go last one here to Michael Lewis. Michael, you there? You might be on mute.
I'm mute.
There we go. Sorry. Ronny, Maxi's, why do you think Maxi's injury has persisted so much? Any theories, or have you talked to the trainer or medical staff about that?
That's a process going on all the time. And if we had knew, we would, of course, have done something for a long time ago. But we have assessed everything now. We are doing the things we think is right to do. And then when he steps on the pitch, we want him to stay over time, because this is a tough thing as well. When he comes on, go off, comes on again, off, don't start next game. Then it's like, because he, as you say, is an important player for us, and to play without him and with him is different. So to have a consistency when he's back is going to be important. Hopefully that's already tomorrow. But the most important is that when that starts, that we can keep on playing and solve the challenge that we had in the first 8 months.